大家好，我是小胖，今天为大家带来一场非常好看的裸拳大战。这场比赛非常的精彩啊！双方的比赛已经开始，两个人的打斗很精彩啊，拼到最后都是鲜血直流，所以大家做好心理准备。比赛已经开始，戴红色手腕的名字叫朱利安·莱尼，戴蓝色身体上两个身体上都有纹身。哎呦，刚开场就打趴下了一次啊！穿蓝色短裤的，就是杰克，布鲁斯·威尔克。这个杰克已经被打趴下一次。我们看看啊，这个朱利安·莱尼他已经击倒对方一次，现在是占有点数上的优势。大家注意看，两个人并没有戴拳击手套啊，只是一个护手带缠在手上，两个人的拳风啊都暴露了出来，所以打在皮肤上都会是砰砰作响。两个人在赛前也是打了起来，在新闻媒体会上打了起来。现在两个人都是憋着气啊，想要把对方打败。友情提示：裸拳大赛每回合2分钟啊！这场比赛要打5个回合啊！咱们废话不多说，赶紧进入到比赛场内。
You know, we've talked about the experience factor being key right there. Julian Lane's had a lot more fights. I know Bostwick has one. He thinks, okay, I got it now. Julian Lane, so no, you don't. I have the experience here, and I'm going to show you tonight.
Last sequence, you saw Bostwick 2 big right hands. They were blocked by that high, tight striking guard of Julian Lane. Now 20 seconds remaining, round number 1. More movement from Julian Lane than we've seen in his 4 previous EKFC bouts, Chris.
Absolutely.
Jab again from Lane. Jab to the body from Bostwick.
I mean, you know, Lane usually feels like he's the stronger puncher, the stronger individual. He's in there with another very strong individual, so maybe that's why you see a little bit more movement this time.
We are through the opening round of this fight.
All right, total line, gentlemen, ready? Buckle up.
Lane, a slide step off the scratch line. Stepped right into that left hand of Bostwick. And again, working the jab. Bostwick, you see the feints? Good left hand. And right back out.
He's throwing those uppercuts in there a little bit too. I think he sees Julian Lane's ducking his head in a little bit.
Long jab from Bostwick doesn't get through. Good head movement from Lane. Another jab from the Englishman, Jake Bostwick. And right just misses from Lane. 80 seconds remaining, round 2. We thought perhaps we would see a firefight. This has become very technical.
Absolutely. Julian Lane doing a good job of blocking those big overhand rights that are coming from Bostwick.
Right hand, big right hand, there's the uppercut, and down goes Jake Bostwick again.
And you can just see the power difference right there. Every time Julian Lane lands a big punch, he hurts Bostwick.
It was on the rear right uppercut. Dan Morgliano allows this fight to continue. Bostwick eager to get back and lands that right hand. Now the turn from Lane. Overhook held by Bostwick, that gets the break.
Back it up. Let's go.
Bostwick down in round number 1, down here in round number 2. 30 seconds remaining, second round. Bostwick off the jab, Lane with the jab. See the continual feinting from Jake Bostwick. Step in. Almost the footwork of a Superman punch there from Lane. Slightly elevated when he threw the right hand. Bostwick jab to the sternum. See Lane hands down on his bike on the back pedal. That ends round number 2.
Knuckle up.
Presumably 10-8, 10-8 for Julian Lane based on those 2 knockdowns, 1 apiece. Round 1, round 2. Snap jab from Julian Lane.
Bostwick seems like he's coming up short most of the time with his punches. Either he's landing these big punches that are being blocked by Julian Lane, or he's not able to just quite get it far enough. He needs to step in more as he throws these punches. Come in behind the jab and then throw that big punch.
Smear of blood on the face of Jake Bostwick. It's a mouse that has popped under his left eye. That blood is transferred to his forehead. Overhand right from Bostwick coming forward.
And Bostwick has a sense of urgency right now. Down 2 rounds to none with 2 knockdowns. He's coming forward with bad intentions right now, but so's Julian Lane.
Big overhand rights from Lane. Bostwick again trying to enter off of the jab, loading up the right, misses on the overhand. Jab to the body now from Jake Bostwick.
And Bostwick is leaking all over the place. Bleeding from several different spots.
50 seconds remaining, round number 3 of this 175-pound bout. Bostwick misses with that right to the body, lands with that left jab. Better round for Jake Bostwick.
Once again, he's got that sense of urgency right now. You can tell he's stepped up his punch output. He's stalking his opponent.
Heavy stalking pressure indeed for Jake Bostwick into the clinch.
They're letting him fight inside as long as they'll continue to punch.
Dan Mogliato ruling this is an active clinch. There's the inactivity in the break. Right back to it, orders Mogliato.
And with the amount of blood right now that Bostwick's losing right now, I think that's where that sense of urgency is right there. He's thinking, I'm bleeding so bad, I got to finish this fight.
Lane, arms extended, trying to bait Bostwick in just before the bell that ends round number 3.
All right, ready, on the line, total line. Buckle up.
So he had enough pressure and dexterity to grip the towel. Round number 3. Certainly did, though, look down at his hand. Round number 2. Round number 4.
You know, with the way the fight's going, if it's correct like we're scoring it, you know, the first 2 rounds, 10-8, even if Bostwick wins the next 3 rounds, unless he gets a knockdown, he'd lose by 1 point.
Jab again from Lane.
And the blood's already starting to flow.
Chris, this is a new level of jab, a new level of movement for Julian Lane. And this is 5th bout in BKFC. Bostwick looking for a way back.
Once again, you talked about the new level right there. That could just be the maturation and just his understanding the fight game a little bit better. Bare knuckle, the more fights you do, the better you get. We've seen that guys who have had 7, 8 fights, we're starting to get to that level. They're definitely better.
Bostwick moving this back to the center of the ring. On the jab, there's the right hand from Jake Bostwick. Left to the body. 50 seconds remaining, round number 4.
Like you said, Julian Lane throwing a lot more jabs. He's landing some of those, but you'd like to see him land one of those big punches again that really do a lot of damage. If he could get 1 more knockdown, sure, definitely secure this fight.
Bostwick continuing to try to land that big overhand right off of the one, off of the jab. Continual feints as well for Bostwick. 20 seconds remaining in the 4th round. The jab from Lane. Jab to the sternum, just off the mark from Bostwick. Misses with that overhand lead left. Blood all over the face of Jake Bostwick. Back into the pocket goes Lane, right back out. We will move to the 5th and final round.
The blood is flowing freely right now from Jake Bostwick.
5th and final round of this middleweight fight. Jake Bostwick versus Julian Lane. Again, Bostwick dropped in round number 1, dropped again by Lane in round 2. Good right hand by Lane and then exits.
I mean, and Bostwick has to have a sense of urgency right now. He's got to feel like he's down the scorecard.
Balanced punch. Rare sloppy punch from Lane in this fight with that right hand.
But I am very impressed with Bostwick's cardio. He looks like he's just as fresh as he was in the 1st round.
Without question. Bostwick has been extremely disciplined with his tight boxing. You see the stance, you see the guard. Left hand. Bostwick continually loading up that overhand right off of the jab. Feinting with that right hand. 1:10 remaining in this fight. Right hand doesn't get through the arms of Julian Lane.
Julian Lane doing a great job of defense here. Even when he gets hit, he's blocking it. Nothing's coming through clean.
Uppercuts now with the left hand for Bostwick from the clinch. Snatching the overhook. Mergliata allowing this to continue, correctly so. Really good referee from Dan Mergliata.
Absolutely. They put him in there for a reason. They knew there's a lot of bad blood between these two guys. They needed Dan Mergliata.
Forward pressure from Bostwick in the closing stages of this fight. It's not automatic on a 10-8, but most likely we will see 10-8s, at least from 2 of the 3 Florida judges' scorecards in rounds 1 and 2 in favor of Lane because of those knockdowns.
Like you said, it's probable but not mandatory.
The judging criteria in bare knuckle fighting still evolving. Just 3 years into the modern revitalization of the sport, led by BKFC founder, President David Feldman. The bell.
好，双方的比赛打完啊，我们可以看到2个人都是鲜血直流啊，特别是蓝方拳手，他的脸已经被打到变形，面目全非。很显然啊，谁脸上干净啊，肯定是点数占有优势的一方。好，我们恭喜一下朱利安，莱尼拿下了这场比赛的胜利。怎么样，各位看官，今天的比赛好不好看，精不精彩？您对这场比赛有什么样的看法？请在视频下方评论区告诉小胖，小胖都会一一回复。喜欢记得点一个赞，谢谢大家的大力支持，咱们下期再见。